So we got another Hobby Details item. This is an aluminum roof rack luggage carrier. We're probably going to put this on the Gladiator. Looks like we have to build it though, so let's build it. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's aluminum. It's kind of thick. I don't know. It's going to make our rig pretty top heavy. But that's okay. Looks like you can just hand bend it. Is there a better way to do this? Actually, I don't have a bending machine. I guess we just kind of bend it by hand and make sure we don't distort anything. Yeah, seems good. Just kind of use a flat surface to do it. That way you don't end up bending the stuff that's kind of the weaker points, like these little grills. Nice. Okay, and then I believe these little top pieces fold in. Simple enough. What is this? This is a front. Well, those are cool looking. Those are some tiny screws. Are those the right screws for that? I don't know. Actually, I think these little tiny ones go in the plastic. Yep. Man, this is going to be tedious. So pro tip on this, I think installing these side pieces here and these little silver plates, you might have an easier time before you fold it. So maybe install those before you fold the whole thing up. It will make it easier to hold on to the nuts, or even just use your hands. You can just use your hand to put the nut on the back of the bolt versus having to use pliers to hold it in there. So just a thought. Before you fold it up, put in these side pieces. You're still going to have to use pliers to put in all the other nuts because you can't put the nuts and bolts in until it's folded. But at least for these, it might save you a little heartache. All right, well, that looks good. Now we just got to get all the rest in. Again, this is a little tedious, but it's going to look really cool. So we're realizing we definitely should not have folded down these top rails, essentially. Just fold up your sides and leave the top rails up, because otherwise it's harder to hold the nut onto the back of the screw here. Also, make sure you do the bottom one first, just so you don't have to back out and try to, if you do the top one, it's hard to reach the bottom nut there. So do the bottom nut first, and then after you've got all your screws in, then you fold down your top rails. It'll make it a lot easier. We got overzealous. All right. So it looks like we got it all together. These bolts and nuts are for mounting it to the actual body. And they gave us an extra small nut and bolt in case you lose one. But yeah, I think that looks pretty good overall. Now we just got to put it on the Gladdy. Maybe we'll put lights up here. We have to pull this back out, but I think this allows us to mount some lights, so that's cool. Anyway, this is the Hobby Details aluminum roof rack luggage carrier. Apparently B style. I don't know what the A style is, actually. I only saw this one, so this is the one we got. All right, so we figured we'd weigh this thing because it is kind of heavy. People may want to know. It is 25, almost 26 grams. Once we add on the extra hardware, we're going to be at 27, basically. The bag, half a gram. But basically 26, 27 grams for this roof rack. I really like this design here. It's kind of cool. It's got the mountains. It's on both sides. Just extra detail. All right, so we got the rack all built, and we're trying to figure out where to put it. I think it's actually designed for the JLU. So, oops, we don't have a JLU. The width is good for the Gladdy, right? Like, it's a good width. The only problem is it's a little long, so it'd kind of hang over. If we remove this top piece, this camper topper tent thing, and we put this on there, it might be hanging over a little, and that might still be okay. Maybe we could build like a Nerf bar, not Nerf bar, but some sort of a roll bar. Make it look like it's meant to be there. I don't know. We'll figure that out. The other option is the Bronco, right? So the Bronco, I mean, you can do it like this. I mean, we could do it like that, but no, I don't think so on that one. The other option is to take off this and go ahead and mount it. It's a good length, right? The length is fine. Like, that's not an issue. The issue is, I mean, it's almost perfect. The issue is the width. Look at how wide this is compared to the rack. So you'd almost kind of have it hanging over a little on the sides, which it's not really ideal. It's not too bad. We should actually pull this off real quick. Let's pull this off and we'll look. We'll pull the rack off and see. We got the rack off. So we can do that, which I guess isn't too bad, right? It's not too bad. Plus, the bonus of this is we could pull this top off if we didn't want the extra heavy weight. It's not too bad as far as width. It's a little wide, but actually kind of looks beefy and Cool, and we've already got the light bar. So maybe that's a good option. And then I was also noticing this guy, because we trimmed these fronts to be able to fit our light bar, it almost fits perfectly here. So do we do this? Tell me in the comments below how we should set this up. Maybe we do this. Leave this guy here. Or do we go for a more custom look on both of them? And go like that. One thing we noticed, look at this. Look at the size difference. Look how small these are compared to these. And then look at this. Look at the size difference between these. Also, these say 2.5 gallons. See that? This is 2.5 gallons. And these say 2.5 gallons. What is going on? What world do we live in where 2.5 gallons is that big of a difference, but the same? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, come on, Axial. So anyway, is this what we want? Actually, would this look better? Kind of. No, it's better like that. The brackets in the rear. The problem is it's just barely too long, barely. So we would have to, or we could mount it like that, but that kind of, I mean, this thing's supposed to open. It's supposed to like open up, so having your roof rack mounted to it's probably not ideal. But if we pulled this off, then we could mount this there and have it just a little hanging over the back, and it's probably would still look okay. And again, we could make some sort of bars. I don't know. Again, tell me in the comments below, what do you think we should do? We also have a bunch of cool accessories we're going to throw in here, so let me show you that. So here's some more of the Hobby Details accessories that we got sent along with this roof rack. Make sure you guys check these out on their website. They mostly sell to retailers, but I'm sure you could reach out. You see them post on Facebook a lot. You could reach out direct if you really wanted to pick some up for yourself. But if you're a retailer and you're looking to sell SCX24 parts, and I believe they'll even white label them for you and put your logo and whatnot on there, reach out to Hobby Details. They make a ton of cool parts, and so far they seem pretty quality. So we don't have any complaints. We did a whole bunch of brass Enduro 24 stuff. We'll go ahead and post a link for that up here. They also make Enduro 24 parts and a bunch of other stuff, not just SCX24 and 24 scale, but this is some of their 24 scale accessories, decoration accessories, what they like to call them. So let's open these up. Okay, so they sent us a few little things out. We got ourselves a bucket, a sleeping mat. It's pretty soft. I would love to sleep on this. You got the cargo net in yellow, the oil and gas can, oil drum, and gas can. It's actually removable, so that's kind of cool. You can mount it to the back of any rig, even our awesome deadbolt here. Bam. Throw it in there, throw it right here, and it slides in and out. So that's pretty cool. Now, it didn't come with a screw though, so just be aware. You'll have to provide your own screw. And then some recovery ramps. These little recovery ramps are actually rubber. So you can see that. We really don't need more recovery ramps. Everybody 3D prints them, but these are rubber, so that's kind of different. I wonder how they'd work on once you got a rig driving up. Maybe more for mud, low traction. Not necessarily for getting up gaps, because it'll just fold on you. But you can throw everything in here. If you wanted to bring a big old drum barrel with you. We need more stuff. We need more stuff. We can throw our net on there. And we go. Off we go. I do like the nets. The nets are very cool. It's got tons of little hooks. They look scale. It's a lot easier than trying to make a net that looks good and scale. So we definitely like that. I like the gas can a lot and the mat. The bucket's cool, but like, I don't know. I'm not sure the price on it, but if it's more than like a buck or two, or throw in on an order. They should probably try to package this. In my opinion, they should try to get a little kit together that you can buy for like $15 that comes with a bucket and a shovel and whatever, whatever kind of stuff that you would associate. Just they're cheaper items, so you're not buying each little individual item, because the shipping and price adds up pretty quickly, and they're not making more money when you buy it because shipping and all that stuff. So packaging it together, getting a little bit higher price point for the company that makes it would probably be a good deal. Now, again, this is, if you're a retailer and you buy a whole bunch of these accessories down hanging on your wall, then that's a little different, because people, there's no shipping involved and they're just snagging them, and you as the retailer are buying a big order of stuff. So that's not too bad, but I don't know. I would just like to see more package deals, so I can just, even if it's like $50 and you come with a whole rack full of just awesome stuff, that would be really cool to see. Plus, then it all fits, and yeah, they could have different themes. You could have camping and hunting and beach day, because they do have some beach day stuff. It's got like beach blankets and colorful pails and stuff like that, lawn chairs, I think. So anyway, just check them out. They've got lots of cool stuff, and yeah, big thanks to Hobby Details for sending us this out. And like I said, it all is very quality. I mean, the bucket looks good. It looks really good, actually. So can't complain. We can paint these up a little bit, put a little silver or black caps on them, and they'll look even better. Fill in these gaps with some silver. We have our silver pens. Boom, liquid chromes. We'll put a link to these in our description. But we use them a lot. They've got 3 different tip sizes, and they basically dry chrome. So these are very cool. Alright guys, be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment below. Tell us where should we mount this thing, Bronco or Gladiator? And then, yeah, get out there and build some cool scale stuff. We're going to actually put a link to our scale garage group that we started in the description below. So if you are building a scale garage or a scale course, like a crawler course or a mini Z drift track that's all scale, or racetrack, or anything that's small scale, mini and micro scaled, modeling type stuff for RC, go to that group down below. There's some really cool garages in there for both mini Z and SCX24 builds. Some really talented people, so check it out. All right, guys. Until next time.